Hi there, thanks for tuning in. Elvira's here, helping you connect the dots between mind and body. Let's talk again about confidence. Bumped into something, an article, and I go like, it's so very important to have confidence in yourself. That's what it's all about, not the rest of the world so much, not in the government or religion or whatever. Confidence in yourself. That's what it's all about. You were born in confidence, with confidence. You see, you are a soul, a spirit, having a human experience. You come as a non-physical entity and you come into a body. How is that for confidence? You're totally helpless. You can't do squat when you're born. You expect to be fed, taken care of, dressed, entertained, kept healthy, educated. You take on all of that before you come into this physical body that you have chosen. That's confidence. You have all the confidence you can possibly think of. And you want the attention because you really think that you are the center of the universe. And guess what? You are. Your universe. You are the center of your universe. And since you cannot really express your wishes, you have only two ways to do that. Smile, even though it's a little bit awkward in the beginning because you still have to get used to that body. It's just like when you buy a new car, you have to get used to how everything really works. But you know how it works, but still. And then the other way to get attention is just to open up the mouth and cry. Very simple. So you get the attention. And you are so confident that you get the attention. That's why you do it. So smart. So very smart. But how come you sort of lose it? Because there are a lot of adult people, a lot of adult women. Let's just, continue to focus on these beautiful women. I love beautiful women because they're all beautiful. How come you lose your confidence? How come women say, I have no confidence? No, I don't have the confidence to do that. It comes again from your childhood. There's nothing I can change about that. And I didn't invent this, but you were not really supported in the way that you would have liked to have been supported. Now, that's not easy one because nobody is actually born with a thumb drive in their hand that your parents would plug in the computer and there is the manual of Barbara, Isabel, Victoria, Elvire. No, it doesn't work that way. Not at all. So they do the best with the tools that they've got from their parents and the other stuff that they learned along the way. But that may not be your tools. That may not be for you exactly to continue to have that high confidence that you actually would like to have a very successful life. So there was no really trusting in who you are. You're a baby, you're a little toddler, you're a little child. What do you know? Well, you know so much. You have access to the universal knowledge of all. But you don't know that, and nobody teaches you that in that small time frame, the first 7 years of your life. And then you just go on and you still don't learn it until you become an adult at a certain point, whether you are a teenager or further on, and you feel like I have no confidence and who am I? That's the most intriguing part. Who am I? Well, that is not always easy to figure that out, but there is a golden rule. And the golden rule is follow your gut, follow your feeling. You can look at everything, observe everything, dissect it, research it. If it feels good, terrific. If you are doing something as a child that gives you joy and pleasure, you probably are going to be good at it, because if you haven't had any official training and you're still doing it and you're loving it and you're good at it, that's probably something that you want to do. So look further into that direction. And who are you? You are a person, you are a spirit who is capable of doing everything. Yeah, that sounds easy, Elvire. Sounds easy, but I don't know what. Well, here's the thing. As I said before, you didn't come here with that thumb drive, so you got to figure it out yourself. So you are put into schools that you either like, dislike, or downright hate. And that's okay. And so you can change the direction, provided you're standing strong in your shoes, because too often, more often than not, the peer pressure, the pressure from your surroundings and your family is so strong that you do what your surroundings, usually your parents, tell you that would be very good for you to do, because otherwise, there's the door. That doesn't really help you with your confidence. Now, you can do in the beginning what they, if you really hate it, that's a different ballgame. Maybe you can sort of discuss something with them, but otherwise, if you go like, do it, but at the same time, entertain yourself with that you like to do very much. Very important. You figure out what you like to do in your spare time and then convert it into a business or into a job or into a study and into something that you would like to do for your rest of your life. Too often, and you've heard it, we have the midlife crisis. That's usually mid-40s towards 50s. Why is that? Because a lot of the parents die. So the parents are in their 70s, 80s, they die, and you feel the freedom then to not longer having to perform on what they told you that was best for you. How many lawyers, doctor, whatever, drop out of that high pressure environment and become artists, musicians, you name it, and are blissfully happy, because that's what it's all about. Life is supposed to be fun and you're supposed to be happy. Why? Because your vibration of your cells is very high, so that keeps you healthy. If you're not doing what you like to do, you undermine your own health. You erode your own health. Your cells are not multiplying anymore, multiplying so far, replacing the cells that are dying. Every nanosecond, cells die and new cells are formed. That is the course of life. That's how life goes. Doesn't mean that you're getting bigger. No, you're simply replacing cells that have lived their life. You're replacing them. So if you are doing what you don't like, you slow down that process very much. Not really healthy, not really good, because then you don't feel good. You go to the doctor and the doctor puts you on pills. Yeah, where is that getting you? Nowhere in my book, because it's still here. You got to dissect yourself. You got to put yourself under the loop, under the microscope, and say like, what is not working where in my life? Go for that. You see, as a child, you are supposed to be supported, loved, cared for, and parents often do their best with the best tools they have, but sometimes it doesn't work out and the parents are fighting all the time, and unfortunately they stay together because of the kids. I speak of experience, but the arguments that the parents have a huge effect on you, especially on your confidence, especially when you become an adult. You go like, I don't want to have a partner. I don't want to have a man in my life. No, I don't want that. So, because you don't know who you are and what you're capable of. You're confident. You just need to brush it off and polish it up, and you can do that. Takes a little bit of work. You can do that. Trust in yourself. Don't trust anybody else. Trust in yourself. Nobody is like you. You are unique. There is nobody who is like you, period. So trust the voice of your inner being. Listen to that. Trust your gut, trust your intuition. That takes some practice. You can do it, but it builds the confidence as well. You need confidence. You need to listen to your gut, because without confidence, you're going to be having a really hard time to make it a meaningful, successful life. I can talk more, but I have 2 favors to ask. Click on the subscribe button and click on the like button. Then I can continue to make more videos for you. Ask me questions in the comments. I love to answer your questions, suggestions. I'm here for you. I so appreciate you. Think about the confidence. Come back to me. Love to help you. That's what I do here. Serve you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye-bye.